Yes, brother.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My question is, how can I invite a non-Muslim friend towards Islam?
The brother asked a question that how can I invite my non-Muslim friend to Islam? The various methodologies that are given in the Quran, the various techniques, alhamdulillah. And I started this question answer session by quoting a verse of the Quran from Surah Nahl, chapter number 16, verse number 125, which says, Udu ila sabri rabbika bil hikmah wal mau'izati al hasana wajadil billati ahsan, which means invite all to the way of their Lord with wisdom and beautiful preaching, and argue with them and reason with them in the ways that are best and most gracious. Here Allah tells us that we have to call all different types of people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with hikmah and husna, with reason and beautiful preaching, and argue with them and reason with them in the ways that are best and most gracious. So we have to realize that we have to call our non-Muslim friends towards Islam, towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with hikmah and husna. Now as far as hikmah, that is wisdom, is concerned, it may change depending upon the situation. It is not thumb rule that this is the best way. Yes, best way is following Quran and Sunnah, but the best way keeps on changing depending upon the situation. For example, if a patient comes to a doctor, he gives the drugs depending upon the disease the person has, or depending upon his sickness. So the best way of dawah is to understand your non-Muslim friend, and after analyzing, depending in which field or which category he falls, that we have to do. That can only come with experience. That is the best. So that is hikmah. So some people hikmah will be speaking soft, some people it may be speaking a bit loudly, some people you may speak about science, about history, it keeps on changing. But this is the best way. Doing dawah is compulsory, doing the best way is not compulsory. It should be within the purview of the Islamic Sharia. So it may change. For a person who is new in the field, he should at least make a beginning. He should not wait till he becomes an expert, because the beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, it's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, "Ballighu anni walau ayah." Propagate even if you know one verse. So even if you know one verse of Islam, you at least propagate. So whatever you know about Islam, at least make a beginning. Don't wait till you become like Shaykh Didar and then start doing dawah. So whatever limited knowledge you have, as long as you know it is correct, you start. At least you know there's one God, say there's one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Start with it. Then inshallah, as time goes on, by the passage of time, by experience, you will learn a lot. And one of the master keys, according to me, which is given in the Quran, is a verse of the Quran from Surah Al-Imran, chapter number 3, verse number 64. This I call as the master key for dawah. It says, Kul ya ahlal kitab, say, O people of the book, ta'alaw ila kalmatin sawa'im bayna baynakum. Come to common terms as between us and you. Which is the first term? Allah na'budu illallah, that we worship none but Allah. Wala nushrika bihi shay'an, that we associate no partners with Him. Wala yattakhiza ba'duna ba'dan arbaban min dunillah, that we erect not among ourselves lords and patrons other than Allah. Fa in tawallu, if then they turn back, fakulu shadu, say ye bear witness, bi anna muslimun, that we are Muslims bowing our will to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is one of the good techniques which Allah recommends, that come to common terms as between us and you. So if you know what are the common terms between you and your friend, you can do dawah in a better way. But this is later on, if you want to start, at least say something about Islam, give him a booklet, give him a video cassette, talk to him, and if you see our cassettes, there are various different ways how you do dawah. For example, if you want to do dawah to a Hindu, you can refer to my video cassette, Similarities Between Hinduism and Islam. If you want to dawah to a Christian, then you can refer to my video cassette, Similarities Between Islam and Christianity. If you want to dawah to an atheist, then is the Quran God's word? Depending at least if you can frame out in which category he falls, you can refer to the video cassette and try and reproduce at least something. Or best is give a book and then you can start talking. And inshallah, when you attend more of the talks and hear more of the cassettes, you will be in a better way and a position to convey the message. We also conduct dawah training programs which train people how to do dawah. And if you go on our website, irf.net, there is a DTP training program, dawah training program, which if you go through it, you may get some knowledge, inshallah. Hope that answers the question.